Welcome everybody to today's race from Heretics into Great Reef. The big question is, which of our competitors is setting on the right engine and will bring its bore over the finish line first? The bore is a light freighter that exceeds through speed at the cost of cargo capacity. And his max speed is only topped by a few more that are less accessible. It seems the Argon combat engine has a good head start, but will he keep his lead until the end? Before we find out, let's talk about the differences between each engine and their potential strengths. When we compare engines, we see directly that combat engines have maximized speed and travel engines have maximized travel speed, while all-round engines try to be the jack of all trades and go the middle way. We also quickly realize that split engines have the highest speed and Argons have the highest travel speeds. But wait, there are two more values that are of interest: travel charge time and max travel speed time. The first is the delay until the travel drive starts to kick in after activation, and the second is the time until the ship reaches maximum travel speed. So I would say let's compare these values from all three engine types. It seems the combat has 0, the all-round has 1, and the travel engine has 3-second charge time. But these values seem to be close together and should have a negligible impact on which is best for a freighter, unless the ship must run away, where every second counts. The max travel time, on the other hand, looks way more interesting, because this determines the acceleration. So combat engines with 50 seconds should have a way better start than all-round engines with 30 and travel engines with 45 seconds. So let's calculate their speed after 15, 30 and 45 seconds. After 15 seconds, the combat has built up a lot of momentum over the others, while they are close together after 30 seconds, and after 45 seconds the travel engine is clearly faster, while depending on the faction the all-round or the combat engine is slightly faster. Because the max travel speed of the travel engine is only around 1/2 higher than that of the combat, the acceleration of the combat is way better, which already explains why the combat engine had such a good head start. But can he keep his lead? I would say this is unlikely unless ships lose a lot of speed between each jump or must stop at some point, which is not the case, as you can see in this example. So travel engines will always pull ahead at distances larger than around 150 kilometers, which we already see happening. The reason why I still looked for split engines that could compete with Argon engines was because of the split's normal speed. When we compare the speed that a Boar or Hermes Vanguard can reach with them and compare them with a standard Pirate Minotaur radar, which is around 300 meters per second fast from my experience, we can see that these two freighters can reach faster speeds. This gives our freighters relative good survival chances if we choose to ignore pirate harassment calls and just let our freighters flee. When we compare the engine prices, we clearly see that the prices for MK3 and above engines are totally broken, and we better install MK2 or even MK1 engines. From the saved money, we can buy an additional trader, because it's all about how many cubic meters we can move around per minute for the same amount of money spent. If we could reduce our travel time by half, then doubling the investment cost on the freighter would break it even. Meanwhile, our first competitors arrived, and the clear winner is the Argon Travel MK3, followed up by the MK2, while the split MK3 is about to cross the finish line. So far, every single engine has been ranked according to its maximum travel time, and we can already say that the Argon Travel Drive MK3 is the best to move cargo from A to B. But because of its high cost, the MK2 should be the more economical choice. But which freighter with which engine to use for everyday's logistics? This I will find out another time. For now, it is only important to know that travel time seems to be the most important value. If we want to have more speed to increase our freighters' flee chances from pirates, we should consider the split MK2 travel engine, which is around 20% slower than the equivalent Argon version. If we want to micromanage the escape of our freighters from pirates, the Argon Combat Engine MK2 seems to be a good option, because he has 0 delay to start his travel engine, and has a very high acceleration because of the low time to travel speed of 50 seconds. But this would mean another penalty to the flight time up to around 25%. And with the last one, which is about to cross the finish line, I think I covered the most important points. Otherwise, let me know. I hope I could help you choose the right engines for you. Until next time.